Hey, this is Pam Wilson from Music in the Center Blueprint, and I am answering a question from Callie Essig on Facebook. And she writes, "Does anyone have a transition ideas for putting instruments away? I always feels like it's a clunky part of my lesson. Kids start talking while they're waiting. I would love to know what has worked for you." So this is one of the things that you want to plan as you set up your room, first of all, because you want to have the instruments accessible for the kids and also have bins or baskets or labels or pictures or something where they know where to put things, where to get things, first of all, and then where to put things away. I generally, getting them out and putting them away might be different things. First of all, use your seating plan as a way. For example, I have 3 rugs on my floor. I also have 3 rows. So sometimes I call kids by rug. Sometimes I call kids by rows. Sometimes I call them by their birthday month, which is kind of a fun way to get them up there. Depends on how many kids you want up and moving at a time. Earlier in the year, you want fewer kids at a time moving because they don't know what they're doing. And then later in the year, when they kind of get the idea of what the system is, then you can do that. Early in the year, I usually only pull out maybe one kind of instrument and then have them come directly to that one place, that one basket, and get the lummi sticks or get the maracas or whatever it is. Later in the year, I can use their knowledge about different types of instruments, different groupings and categories of instruments to have them make choices. So for example, in second grade, I teach the instruments by how you play them, first and second grade, how you play them. So you've got beaters, you've got shakers, you've got scrapers. So maybe I'm gonna have the blue rug go choose a scraper. I'm going to have the brown rug go choose a beater. I'm going to and so you do it that way. You can also then later in second grade and third grade and up, you can have them more by their grouping. So by skins or woods or metals, like what they're made out of, what is the resonating factor in the instrument. So you can reinforce that. Sometimes I have them choose an instrument by row or by rug, and then I have them put them away by beaters, scrapers, and shakers, or woods, metals, and skins. So there's a couple of different ideas to kind of get you to go. Always, always, always reinforce what the expectation is about walking and being kind to the instruments, that sort of thing. But that should take a very small amount of time. It usually takes less than 5 minutes to get everything passed out and then another 5 minutes to get it put away. It does take time, but that's fine because during that time, during that time, that's when you can create relationships with the other kids and you can talk to them about stuff, because that's another topic that I've been thinking about today, is how a lot of people say music teachers can never create relationships with their kids. Really, they don't have time. That's another video. We'll talk about that later. Thanks for checking this out.